Ever had a random disturbing thought pop into your head out of nowhere? Like, what if I jumped off this ledge? Or what if I said something awful to this stranger? It's terrifying, right? Keep you up all night. These are called intrusive thoughts. And while they may feel alarming, here's something important to know. You are not your thoughts. Let's talk about why they happen and how to stop them from taking over your day. What are intrusive thoughts? Intrusive thoughts are sudden, unwanted thoughts that seem to come out of nowhere. They're often violent, inappropriate, or just plain weird. But here's the thing, it's actually normal. In fact, studies from the Journal of Obsessive Compulsive and Related Disorders show that over 90% of people experience intrusive thoughts at some point in their life. The problem isn't the thoughts themselves, it's how we react to those thoughts. So I'm going to give you some tips of how to manage these thoughts. Step 1. The first step to dealing with intrusive thoughts is understanding that they are just thoughts. Your brain produces thousands of them each day, but most of them are just random noise coming from really nowhere. Intrusive thoughts don't reflect your values, your intentions, or who you are as a person. It is shown that intrusive thoughts only gain power when we misinterpret them as actually dangerous and giving them meaning. Remember that a thought is not an action, it's just a bypass mental blip. Here's where most people get stuck. They try to fight the thoughts. They try to resist them. They think, I shouldn't be thinking this. I need to stop it right now. I'm a bad person because I'm thinking these things. But here's the paradox. The harder you fight the thought, the stronger it actually becomes. It's like trying not to think about a pink elephant. It's all you can think about when we talk about it. Studies also show that accepting the presence of these intrusive thoughts instead of resisting them can actually reduce the intensity of them. So try to, when an intrusive thought pops up, take a deep breath and say to yourself, it's just a thought. It doesn't mean anything. Then let it pass. Let it pass like a cloud floating across the sky. Another thing you can do is challenge the thought's value. If the thought keeps actually bothering you, just challenge it. Ask yourself, does this thought reflect who I am? Is there any evidence that I'd act on it? Most intrusive thoughts are the exact opposite of what you value. For example, if you're terrified about a thought of harming someone, it likely means that you actually care deeply about others. A great technique is to write the thought down and challenge it on paper. You'll start to see how irrational it is. This process is backed by CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, which has been proven to help manage these intrusive thoughts effectively. The next thing you could do is focus on what matters. Intrusive thoughts feel powerful because they demand your attention. The best way to take that power back is to shift your focus. Engage in something meaningful. Call a friend, go for a walk or a drive, do a hobby that you actually love. There's evidence to show that redirecting your attention to activities that you value reduces the hold the intrusive thought has over you and your mind. It's not about ignoring the thoughts, it's about showing your brain what's actually worth your time. And finally, be kind to yourself. Intrusive thoughts can feel scary, but they don't make you a bad person. In fact, the very fact that they bother you shows you how much care and love you possess and how important it is for you to do the right thing. So the next time a disturbing thought pops up, remind yourself, this is normal. I'm okay. Self-compassion is the key to breaking the cycle of fear and guilt tied to those intrusive thoughts.